Hey guys, today we're checking out 2 more episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation Season 2.
Crusher will be diverting to Starbase 515 for Starfleet exams.
Ooh, Starfleet exams?
Do not be apprehensive, Wes. I found the Academy examinations quite elementary.
You would.
Of course he did.
Those Academy cadets can be extremely competitive.
You have the practical experience, Wes.
On the Enterprise.
Supplementary systems training and situational disciplines.
Didn't I just say that?
Yes, sir. But not quite as perspicuously.
Perspicuously. Ooh, good word.
Ordering you to report to Starbase 515 immediately.
Oh, please. I feel fine.
Oh,
The truth
please.
is you have ignored this far too long.
Uh-oh, what? Is he sick?
And I was looking forward to seeing the Epsilon Pulsar cluster for myself.
Then we'll perform the procedure right here.
Procedure? Is he okay?
You do have an ego, don't you?
Meaning?
You're concerned about your image. Don't worry. If you get yourself down to Starbase 515, your image will be safe with me.
He is fuming. What is wrong with him? They have to do a procedure? What? She's only allowed to give him orders if he's has something medically wrong with him.
Something I can take care of for you on Starbase 515.
Hardly, number one.
But you'll miss the Epsilon Pulsar survey.
I'm well aware of that fact.
He's so mad about it. Some sort of procedure.
Something wrong. This trip to Starbase 515 is rather unexpected. Forgive my saying so, sir, but you're being rather enigmatic.
Consider it captain's privilege.
As first officer, I have complete security clearance.
This has nothing to do with ship.
It's personal.
It's just the two of us in a shuttlecraft for 6 hours. What am I going to talk to Captain Picard about for 6 hours?
Wesley at the Cap.
Nice day for a little trip.
He is so mad. Oh crap. Okay, something to do with his ego, a procedure. Maybe it's something innocuous like laser eye surgery or something. He's just embarrassed.
The
Road
Enterprise
trip.
is at impulse speed, and you are cleared for takeoff.
The Einstein Shuttlecraft 2.
Wasn't the captain looking forward to this mission to the Epsilon Pulsar cluster?
Very much.
So he said.
Then what would make him change his mind? Why would he leave the ship now?
Something embarrassing.
Sir,
Punch.
rhomboid Droniger sector would put us at considerable distance from Captain Picard.
I know, Data. I know.
This is highly unusual. Captain's off the ship with Wesley?
Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
To both they go and no one has gone before. Bop, 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 bop. Okay, I'm in the zone. Let's do it.
Basic early design, capable of sublight travel only.
No warp.
We are being hailed.
On screen.
Get him on the horn.
We're responding to your distress signal.
Hello?
What is your problem?
We are far from home. Our ship is the Mondor. It is broken.
Do they need help fixing it?
They are experiencing total guidance system failure with less than 24 hours reserve power.
Maybe I can help.
I bet Jordy can help.
What were you looking for?
They're very docile.
Things we need.
Can you be more
Such
specific?
as, yeah.
Things that make us go.
Okay. Things we need. Oh god.
Commander, from the looks of their ship, I could have them up and running in no time.
Very well.
Jordy's so cool.
Our chief engineer will beam over to help you.
He's very cool.
Why do we not simply give them the information they need to make their own repairs?
Do you honestly get the impression they could handle our technical specifications?
No. No.
They may merely have poorly
Agreed.
developed language skills.
But what about weapons?
That's fair.
Scanners show limited armaments.
I think we can relax, Mr. Worf.
Worf is not relaxed. What's he
ETA
reading? I'm always dying
1330
to know.
hours, sir. It's not exactly warp speed.
More like a late 22nd century interplanetary journey. Should read more history, Ensign.
Yes, sir.
Idiot.
Complete waste of time.
Pardon?
Maybe he'll
I
confide.
shouldn't be taking this trip at all.
Why are you coming with me to Starbase 515, sir?
Hate the prospect of another damned cardiac replacement.
A cardiac replacement like a heart transplant? Forgot.
I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
Well, that's pretty
A
serious.
parthenogenetic implant?
What else would it be?
Suppose it's not that serious in the future.
And a replacement was necessary. That would have been it. Except that the replacement is faulty.
Why would anyone use a faulty replacement?
Just pilot the shuttle, Ensign.
So there's things that he's not saying. So a heart transplant is just a procedure in the future.
Can you make our ship go?
Yes, I think so.
Of course he can. He's Jordy.
We look for things to make us go.
Why don't you just show me where your guidance system is, okay?
He is smart.
Very, very, very smart. She's not even in the loop.
Lieutenant LaForge is on an alien ship. What they feel is not helplessness. Lieutenant LaForge is in great danger.
Huh? Are they lying? Are they messing with him?
Our Betazoid counselor is often aware of things beyond our perceptive abilities.
Agreed. Worf had a hunch too, actually.
Cardiac replacement procedure, it has a very low mortality rate, 2.4%.
Those are pretty good odds.
Pretty good, yeah.
Why didn't you just have Dr. Pulaski perform the operation? I'm sure you could have trusted her to keep it quiet.
Just let's say I have personal reasons and leave it at that, shall we?
Yeah, why wouldn't he? Good question. She said it's a matter of ego?
It is broken! Yeah, but not
They're
for long.
faking.
See, these separators here?
He's in danger.
Lieutenant LaForge, is Commander Riker come in?
Yes, Commander,
Report
go
back
ahead.
immediately.
Are you all right?
Sure, why do you ask?
As soon as you complete the repairs, I want you back here.
Yes, sir.
He should have just said report back now. I'm afraid they're gonna clunk him on the head.
Can you make it go?
Commander Riker, I have a problem.
On screen.
It looks like this is gonna take a little bit longer than I anticipated.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Get him back here till we figure out what fishiness she's feeling.
You're not too comfortable with me. I understand.
Doesn't really love children, right?
It's not true. You're a fine young man.
You don't have to say that, sir. Everyone knows. You don't like kids.
He's right.
That's too bad. You might have made a good father.
I agree, actually.
Thank you.
He's a father figure to everyone on the ship, but he doesn't think he's good with kids.
Didn't you ever wish you had kids of your own?
Wishing for a thing does not make it so.
Mm-hmm.
We sent him over there for one set of repairs. Now they need him for more.
Yeah, this is weirding me out.
Almost got it, Commander.
Apparently your ship is in need of more than minor repair. We will use our tractor beam to tow you to the nearest base.
He can make it go.
Yes, but we need our chief engineer back on board our ship.
He is smart.
All right, beam him back. I don't like this.
We need you.
You'll excuse me? One to beam aboard. Hey, don't!
Excuse me!
The Packlet ship has a shield up, sir. Shield? What kind? It appears to be beyond their technology.
The phaser
Similar to Romulan shields.
Excuse me.
Drop your shields!
Viewer transmission terminated and blocked.
They phased him. I tell you, this better not be a Yar situation right at the end of the season. We're not killing off Geordi. No way.
Phasers ready, sir.
But Geordi's on there. They can't fire on them.
Could you give us some coffee, Anson?
No, thank you, sir.
Not tea, Earl Grey hot.
Were you ever married?
Never had the time.
Did you ever get lonely?
Wesley asking the big questions.
I must be cautious of long-term commitments, Wesley.
No problem. Where women are concerned, I am in complete control.
Uh-huh.
Have you always been so disciplined?
Good Lord, no. If I was, I wouldn't have this problem.
How did you get the problem anyway?
Well,
Maybe you used to party hard.
several friends and I were on leave at...
Was this before the Klingons joined the Federation?
That's right. Well, my mates and I were at the Bonstel Recreation Facility.
Getting up to trouble.
A trio of Norsicans came in. They were clearly spoiling for a confrontation with a group of fresh-faced Starfleet officers such as ourselves.
He got punched in the heart.
I stood toe-to-toe with the worst of the three. And I told him what I thought of him, his pals, his planet, and I possibly made some passing reference to his questionable parentage.
Oh, yo mama.
All three of them were on me, and I was fighting for my life. I was actually doing quite well for a while, too.
He's so civilized.
Unbeknownst to me, one of his chums drew his weapon and impaled me through the back. Serrated metal sticking through my chest.
Wow.
A certain giddy warmth. In fact, I do actually remember that I laughed out loud. Well, it pierced my heart, of course. In fact, if we'd not been so near to a medical facility, I would surely have died.
Or if he'd been in our time.
A painful lesson that day. But I learned it well. I hope you never have to learn it the same way.
Wesley's not that kind of a kid, I don't think.
Okay for another sandwich?
Please.
Just eating sandwiches. Having a little lunch with the Cap. Okay, alright. He's alive.
Hey, you be careful with that thing.
You want to hurt us.
He does not.
You have a replicator?
It is not broken.
I didn't come here to give you weapons.
You will make more.
Commander.
Yeah, Worf, what do you make of this?
Any hostile move on our part could jeopardize Geordi.
Yes.
Agreed. But what do the Packlets want?
They have what they want.
Did they say that they had technology similar to the Romulans?
Anyone can be trained in the mechanics of piloting a starship.
The Starfleet Academy
Takes more. Open your mind to the past, art, history, philosophy. And all this may mean something.
He's a Renaissance man.
Then what was Geordi repairing?
Yeah.
Apparently, the putative malfunctions were carefully programmed into their ship's computer.
I didn't think the Packlets had that kind of technology.
Yeah, by them or...
Why would they go through the charade of needing our help?
For the sole purpose of making Lieutenant LaForge their prisoner.
Him specifically or like anyone from this ship?
Captain's personal log,
cool.
stardate. I hope you won't be late for your exams.
Why still have some time, sir?
He's telling him to skedaddle.
I get the distinct impression that you're acting like some kind of escort.
Dr. Pulaski asked me to make sure that you actually went inside.
Pulaski.
That woman. She would.
Sir?
She would.
Yes,
He's
what is it,
right.
Ensign?
I enjoyed our trip together, sir.
You gotta admire her. She gets the job done.
We demand that you return our crew member immediately.
Request denied.
Lower your shields.
Request denied.
Stop it.
Stop it! What do you want?
You think we are not smart?
Correct. That is what we all
I think you need
thought.
to continue to develop.
We are smart.
Prove it. Return our man to us.
Like a civilized being.
We want all computer information from your ship. Now.
Stop, stop, stop. Don't.
He's already been hit by multiple phaser stuns.
Yeah,
He could need medical attention.
agreed.
Security team stands ready to take the initiative, sir.
Like beam over?
We can either use force or not.
Allowing them access to our computer is a complete breach of Starfleet security.
Then force it must be.
He's on board. Nothing that will get Geordi more hurt, though.
Activate sterile field. Neural calibers.
Space surgery.
I anticipate no complications. We'll all be home in time for dinner.
Does seem like
Issue
he's in good
mitigator.
shape. They seem a little too confident.
They want instant knowledge, instant power, and gratification.
The more they get, the more they want.
And the more aggressive and dangerous they become.
Sound like humans.
Perhaps Geordi should give them something they want, something important. Simply create the right moment for him to take it away and get him the hell out of there.
Would you be suggesting a ruse of some sort?
Oh, a ruse.
We'll need sharper focus on the thoracic polychromatics and verification of myocardial enzyme balance.
This is a strange episode. It's very different.
We want to be smart.
So open the hailing frequency. Half the systems on board the ship have been stolen from the Romulans, Klingon, Harada, just about anyone they've ever come in contact with.
All right, so they stole them. They're not like working with the Romulans. Okay, that's good.
And of course, your knowledge of phaser and photon weaponry is unmatched.
That's nice of you to say, sir, but it's really Lieutenant Worf that...
Our missions are always inherently dangerous, and any of us could be called upon to make the ultimate sacrifice.
He's giving him info or a hint.
This may be your time. I shall
Wink.
personally miss you.
Goodbye, Geordi. I shall miss you at weapons systems analysis.
And I guess you'll just have to arm your photon torpedoes without me.
They're exchanging info here.
You will die without honor.
Thanks a lot, Worf.
You will never attain the 24th level of awareness.
24, huh? It's quite a challenge.
24 is the gateway to heroic salvation.
They're exchanging information here. That was a code of some kind.
It's not working. Something's wrong. The metabolation occlusions aren't holding. Again.
We need a biomolecular physiologist in here. This man is dying.
Crap. A biomolecular physiologist? This is dire.
And capillary integrity too unpredictable to attempt a resect.
You're unwilling to make the attempt?
I'm not qualified.
I know someone who is.
Is it someone we know that's gonna save Picard?
Go ahead, Bridge.
I am receiving an emergency summons from Starbase 515. Captain Picard is close to death.
Be ready.
He's close to death? I don't want to hear that. An emergency summons? Maybe it's Pulaski.
We are strong. We have power.
Come on, outsmart these dum-dums.
Positive indication of armed photon torpedoes, Commander.
Geordi did it.
The son of a bee.
We are a force now. We will have respect.
We don't have time for this. Riker to Ensign Gomez.
Ready, Commander Riker?
Do it.
Start firing countdown from 24.
I can't believe it. My friends, my people, they're trying to kill us. Kill me!
They are violent.
What is the plan here?
Don't do anything yet.
14,
What are you doing?
Making sure your systems are operative.
11.
We will attack. We are strong.
We should attack now.
Just another.
3, 2, 1.
Fire.
Really? Oh.
Now! Too late.
We have fired. They will be destroyed.
No, the Crimson Force Field has disarmed us.
They're just messing with them.
Transporter room, beam 1 to the bridge. Aye, sir.
Yes. Okay, good.
Were you able to disable the photons?
Just in time. That's why you're still here.
Okay, meanwhile, Picard is close to death.
Deactivating neural.
I feel like it's Pulaski. It's Pulaski, isn't it?
What the hell are you doing here?
Saving your life.
Told you so.
Quite commonplace.
True. But you are not a commonplace man.
I didn't want you involved in this.
Why?
If you're here, the entire crew must know.
You're still the captain. Invincible.
Thank you.
He just doesn't want anyone to know he has any weakness. Pulaski will keep this secret. Do they know, though? Do they actually know?
I beg your pardon. Any rumors of my brush with death are greatly exaggerated. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Then, Ensign Crusher, set course for the Epsilon Sector, Warp 5.
Engage.
Engage.
Okay guys, that was season 2, episode 17, and that one was good. I liked it mostly because of the plot involving the captain and Wesley on the road trip together, basically. I thought it was really cool to see a little bit more backstory on Picard. He had quite a long monologue telling a story about when he was Wesley's age and, you know, getting into trouble, and it sounds like he was a bit, like overconfident and like a little full of himself back then, standing up to guys and getting freaking nearly killed. And it really just sort of contrasted how different he was than Wesley is. Wesley is a quiet kid, he's a humble kid, he's not a braggy guy, braggadocious guy. Just, it sounds like they were very different, and that's surprising. And it's just another layer to Picard's character. He's obviously grown a lot and changed. He's obviously a mature, wise, philosophical man now, a great leader. I would be interested to know more about how he got from kind of a cocky teen to where he is today. He's such an interesting guy. I mean, I love them all, but Picard in particular, just, I love him. He's my captain. It was nice to see them together, kind of bonding. I do think that he's absolutely a father figure to Wesley, if not to everyone on the crew. And it was good to see Wesley's asking him some really tough questions. Did you regret not having a family, not having any kids? It was nice to see just a sit down conversation. They're not going anywhere. Nothing's gonna interrupt them. They're on this 6-hour road trip together, basically eating sandwiches and just telling stories. I just thought it was cool. It was a different way to see both of their characters. Any chance for Picard to have just like a long monologue and talk about himself for a while, I will be enthralled. The other plot, man, it was okay for me. I felt like kind of the, you know, our ship is broken, make it go. I feel like that's just like the sort of the epitome of like dumb alien. For like 1 second there, I thought Geordi might be really hurt, but I'm very glad that he wasn't. Again, I don't know who's in the later seasons. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. The fact that they killed off Yar just in the first season really was shocking, and I'm so glad it didn't get spoiled. I don't want any of the crew obviously to get killed, but if they are gonna get killed, I do want it to be a surprise. So I think we should get on to the next episode. It is called Up the Long Ladder. Let's get right into it. Here we go. Season 2, episode 18. Oh, the music. Little creepy. Worf is on edge.
I've just come from a meeting with Admiral Moore. He wanted to discuss this. Recognize it?
Sounds like it might be an SOS.
Good guess.
He looks proud.
Yes, that code hasn't been used in centuries. No, there's someone out there, and they're asking for help.
But who?
Yeah.
Distress beacon used by the European hegemony.
It was the first stirrings of world government. You should read more history, number one.
He said that last episode to Wesley.
With the destination in or near the Ficus sector.
Nothing for Ficus.
Curious.
Damn it, who's out there?
Lost sheep.
Let's go see if we can find them.
An adventure. Except what's going on with Worf?
Dr. Pulaski to the bridge.
What happened?
He just collapsed, sir.
Worf? Maybe it's a Worf episode.
Space, the final frontier.
Best thing ever!
Meanwhile, my security officer remains in sickbay where Dr. Pulaski is searching for the cause of...
Pulaski, get on it. You're a good doctor.
He curled up his toes and lay unconscious on the floor.
Doctor, there is no need to insult me.
Weakness is not an insult, man. It just happens.
You're sick.
Klingons do not give in illness.
Just stay right where you are. I have to check something with the computer.
Or, buddy, just rest. She looks amused.
Lieutenant, you have Rapak Ngor.
Is that Klingon?
But that is a childhood ailment.
Like chickenpox?
Shall I live down the humiliation?
Worf, you can't help.
Still.
So you've got the Klingon version of the measles.
Dr. Pulaski, how is Lieutenant Worf?
Don't tell him. The shame.
Just observing a Klingon ritual involving fasting. And he didn't take into account that you have to decrease your physical activity as you decrease your caloric intake.
She's not a great liar, but I appreciate that lie for his pride.
I've been considering the problem of the missing ship. Although there is no record of a launch to the Ficus sector, which would not be unusual considering the chaos of the early 22nd century, someone had to load that ship.
Data coming through.
Mariposa, the Spanish word for butterfly.
Oh.
I thought it might be significant, sir.
It doesn't appear to be data.
No, sir.
But maybe it will be.
Insane
A
mix
thin,
of
rounded,
cargo.
tapering rod.
Data.
It's no way.
Perhaps they were planning for the worst, sir.
Theorized data.
Theorize. That's my favorite.
But if this was a ship full of utopians, why carry all this technological baggage?
If they
I have insufficient information
are
upon
in
which to
tune
form
with
a cogent
nature.
theory, sir.
I want to hear more about what happened on Earth. Did he make that for her?
I wish to thank you for protecting my...
Your secret is safe with me.
He's been so sweet.
I'm honored. No one has ever performed the Klingon tea ceremony for me.
Oh my goodness, the Klingon tea ceremony.
You must not drink the tea. It is deadly to humans.
And none too good for Klingons.
It is a test of bravery, of one's ability to look at the face of mortality.
Klingons are crazy.
Is an experience best shared.
Worf, you're a romantic.
Yeah.
It is among the Klingons that love poetry achieves its fullest flower.
Wow. Kind of want to see Worf fall in love.
Antidote.
Could you drink the tea?
If we're going to share, let's share.
This is so sweet.
Now, quote me a little of that poetry.
Oh, yes. No, not Beto. I want to hear Klingon poetry.
Take us in.
Shields at maximum.
Is it dangerous?
Sensors indicate human life form readings 30 meters below the planet's surface.
Hailing on all frequencies.
Subterranean?
Evacuation will be difficult. We can lower our shields for transport only between the flares.
These people have been isolated for 300 years. They could be very unsophisticated. The shock of being suddenly transported onto a spaceship could frighten them, to say the least.
What about the Prime Directive?
Number one, you're going to have to go down there. On my way.
Take a small away team.
Their condition?
Surprisingly good.
Are they willing to leave?
Yes, but...
Well, get them up here.
But, sir...
Whatever the problem, we'll handle it up here.
What does that mean? I feel like O'Brien's about to beam on something unexpected. Yeah, okay, what about the Prime Directive?
Captain, you better get somebody down here, right away.
Worf!
Shoot! Hi, sir.
Poor Piggy. Highly unusual. And a kid. He's like, for frick's sakes.
What are these animals doing here, number one?
I'm sorry, sir. It's either this or arguing until hell froze over.
Captain Picard, sir, we can't leave our animals here to die. How could we build our future without our animals?
Well, then I hope there's two pigs.
Sir, you must be worth quite a bit to own a fine ship like this.
I don't own the Enterprise. I command her.
Oh, whatever. Sir.
Whatever.
Happen to be married?
No, why?
No. Well, you see, sir, I have a daughter.
Felicitations.
Would you be interested, sir?
Heck no. This wacky music.
What's the total?
223.
Count on 2 more in the next few days.
Set course for the nearest starbase.
To drop them off.
What have they done to my ship now?
Fire has been contained. No damage.
Fire?
Unseal the doors.
God, Picard, the place is a bloody death trap. Lightning bolts falling from the ceiling.
This just won't do.
There you are.
Your hospitality leaves a hell of a lot to be desired. You don't offer us a bite or a sup, and when we build a fire to cook a little something, the whole place goes mad.
Oh, Riker likes what he sees. She's a little sassy.
And what are you staring at? You never seen a woman before?
I thought I had.
Oh, he's so smooth. Oh, God.
No, she's a fine girl. She's not usually as sharp-tongued as that.
You just have to bow to the absurd.
Captain, sorry.
That might be the biggest smile I've ever seen on him.
Men always talking when there's work to be done. And shouldn't you be flying this ship, or whatever it is you do?
They are all enjoying her sass.
Sir, I think I'll stay and give her some help.
Yeah, you will. It's been a while since he hooked up with anybody. She just noticed how handsome he is.
Tell me, Commander Riker, where does a girl go to wash her feet on this ship?
As the first officer, I feel it's my responsibility to show you all the amenities.
Oh, my.
Yes, well, in all your travels, have you heard anything from the other colony?
The other colony?
Yeah, what? Oh, we're gonna see. Okay.
William Riker, you're a mess.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
She's just
But if I don't, who will?
Girl, that's not why he brought you here.
We can have a pipe and a mug of beer in peace.
Now kiss.
You've shown me so many wonders on your great ship.
Oh, I thought he was gonna grab the bone.
I'm still waiting to wash my feet.
Right behind that door.
William, is something wrong? Do you not like girls?
Is wash my feet some sort of euphemism?
Was there a special technique to this foot washing?
You generally start at the top and work your way down.
Aye, aye. Hair down, now she's beautiful.
You can obtain spirituous liquors from the food dispensers. If you wish, it can be real alcohol, with all the deleterious effects intact.
Oh, shame, as it should be.
Most importantly.
Terrible. It has no bite.
Salute.
Just smoking. That'll knock his socks off.
That's what I call a wee drop of the creature.
Father!
Whoa!
Are you drunk yet, or can you talk with Dr. Pulaski about the children?
What about them?
She wants to send them to school with the ship's children.
Oh, what do you think?
I think it's a good idea. So go handle it.
I think she's the one that handles everything.
Have you ever considered a career in security?
If it's anything like babysitting, I'm an authority.
He likes a strong woman, we know that.
Signal from the planet, Captain.
This is Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise, representing the United Federation of Planets.
This is wonderful.
This is the other colony?
Please, come down and allow us to extend our hospitality to you and your...
I wonder how different they are.
Thank you.
Than the
On
other.
the way, team number one.
I would urge caution.
Caution? What's wrong?
He's hiding something.
Ah. Now, Riker didn't really listen to Troy on the last one, so I hope he listens.
Or if there is something damn odd going on here.
Quadruplets?
Quadruplets.
Clones?
Is this a medical problem we should know about?
I think it best if the,
Prime Minister explains.
Please, follow me.
What is that? She's doing something sneaky.
Welcome to Mariposa.
Maybe the name Butterfly is gonna come back. Butterfly.
Dr. Catherine Pulaski, tell me, is your entire population made up of clones, Prime Minister?
She just outright asked it. That's what I thought too, Pulaski. Clones. Clones?
Well, how did you suppress the natural sexual drive? Drugs? Punitive laws?
A little bit of each. Now, after 300 years, the entire concept of sexual reproduction is a little repugnant to us.
Really?
Each time you clone, you're making a copy of a copy. Subtle errors creep into the chromosomes, and eventually you end up with a non-viable clone.
How can we help you?
They're gonna have to start mating.
I was hoping that you would be willing to share some tissue samples.
Yeah, right.
You want to clone us?
Nah, I don't like that.
No way, not me.
But how can you possibly be harmed?
He's one of a kind.
I think you will find that attitude prevalent among all the Enterprise people.
Yeah, nobody would be cloning
I
me.
see.
Nah.
Will you at least send some people to repair our malfunctioning equipment?
I don't know. What if they just steal their DNA?
Repairing that equipment. will certainly not solve your problems.
What other solution do we have? Doctor, remember, there are only 5 of us.
I'm afraid he's gonna steal their DNA.
Are you sure you won't reconsider?
About the cloning?
Yes.
Out of the question.
What if they just take them prisoner? See? Jordy too.
I was looking for Commander Riker.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him.
Dr. Polanski?
Sorry, I can't help you.
Oh, I guess I just have to hunt for them. Sorry to disturb you.
They're just gonna shoot him. Gross. That's so creepy. They're harvesting their DNA. Are they gonna remember it?
Hey, so what happened to you two down on Mariposa?
Or are those
Everything all right?
clones?
Commander, with this, I can see better than your average person. Now, when someone lies, there are certain physiological manifestations.
Interesting.
Granger said that he hadn't seen either one of you. Now, did you make it to his office?
I think.
So what's the prognosis, Doc?
Jordy, you'd be pleased to know that you're not missing any epithelial cells.
Great.
They are.
Will and I, however, are.
Where are you going?
To their cloning lab.
This music. It's very unsettling. It's like a goo. Zapped it.
Stop!
Too late.
Murderers!
Like hell, you're a
Kind
damn
of.
thief.
Gentlemen, please.
We're desperate. We have the rights to survive.
Can't steal DNA, man.
I know the Mariposan culture seems alien, even frightening. But really, we do have much in common.
Are you saying we should give them the DNA samples they require?
Is she?
What they need is breeding stock.
To bring Lloyd in.
Yes.
It's a match made in heaven.
Unfortunately, it will have to be a shotgun wedding.
Would seem problem solved.
I'm sorry, Captain. It's out of the question. You're trying to dump your problems on us. We have problems of our own.
Yeah, what if they just use those guys for their DNA?
Primitive, hostile, disruptive.
Oh, forget it, Captain Picard. I'm not gonna come in here with my hat in my hand, begging charity from this.
Will they ever get along?
I will not allow posturing and bigotry to destroy this meeting.
I like
Now,
that
please,
Waller.
sit down.
The Enterprise. All right, talk some sense into them.
When reason fails, you'll resort to blackmail.
Destroy yourselves.
It's not so bad, Captain. In 50 years, we'll have a new Class M planet ready for colonization.
They're playing hardball.
How can we learn to put that aside?
Well, you put a young couple together.
And things happen.
So it'll be best if each woman, bring Lloydie and Mariposan, had at least 3 children by 3 different men.
Oh.
I think I could handle that, yes.
I hope the women are all right with that.
So, it's a done deal. And here's my hand on it.
Oh, no.
Right, well, now let's go and stake out my 3 women. Send in the clones.
Like send in the clowns?
Excuse me, sir. Captain, thank you, sir. Brenna, a word.
I promised it to 3 men. Oh my god. I want it. He probably hops. Oh my god. What a baby.
You make these grandiose decisions, but you never stop to consider the poor women. You men draw a mug and solve all the problems of the world while the beer goes down. But when it comes to the practical matters...
Burying the children.
This is going to work. These people will need your strength, your guidance.
Oh, damn. 3 husbands.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they'll have fun with it. Okay guys, that was season 2, episode 18. That's a bit of an odd one to me. I would love to know what you guys think of this episode because it just seemed to me like it was sort of played for laughs. You know, the sort of goofy Irish hillbillies were definitely played for laughs. I did really love that moment when Picard like burst out laughing. That was awesome. And my other favorite moment was with Worf and Pulaski. She goes and does the tea ceremony with him. That was adorable. But yeah, I thought the tone of this episode was a little strange. I think it's because there's a lot of really like heavy ideas in this, played for laughs or just sort of brushed past. past and not really, I don't think they were trying to have a serious conversation about any of these questions that sort of, for me, popped up during the show. And so I don't know that it needs to like be a bigger conversation, but I think there were a few kind of controversial ideas in this episode that I was thinking about anyway, that maybe are there or not there. And you know, I don't think they were trying to be controversial. It's just interesting that they sort of brushed past a few kind of controversial things. I wonder if you guys see them. I'm not trying to like get into a huge debate about serious issues here. We're just watching Star Trek. And I don't think the show was trying to really get into any debate on any serious topics either. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting. Interesting tone for me personally. Especially the cloning stuff I thought was really interesting. There's a morality there, and they sort of went into it a little bit. I mean, the crew is a hard no, we will not give up our cells. Cloning is not something we are open to, like a hard no. And I was actually a little bit surprised because they're very open, they're explorers, they're experimental, especially someone like Riker I thought might be more open to it, but he was a hard no, and that's fine, you know, as they said in the show, it's every person's individual decision. But then, you know, they go and they kill the clones, and it's sort of like with no discussion really. It was just sort of odd to me. I would have thought that kind of thing would be taken a little more seriously, but I don't know. But yeah, I just thought it overall kind of had like an odd tone to it. Interested to know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time too, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.